Good morning, Ron, and good morning, everyone. It is Friday, May 15th. Here's what's happening. Presidents Xi Jinping and Donald Trump met in Beijing for more than 2 hours during day one of their two-day summit. Trump hoped to focus talks on trade and deals for China to buy more agricultural products and passenger planes. News Nation's Kelly Meyer has more.
China was much more focused on Taiwan, that self-governing island that China sees as its own. Xi warned, quote, if handled properly, the entire relationship will enjoy overall stability. If not, the two countries will have clashes and even conflicts, putting the entire relationship in great jeopardy. China's readout mentioned that the two exchanged views on the situation in the Middle East, but didn't name Iran. In
an interview with Fox News' Sean Hannity after the meeting, Trump said Xi told him China is not sending weapons to Iran and does get its oil from Iran, and he'd like to see the Strait of Hormuz open. On the economic front, Trump said Xi agreed to buy 200 passenger jets from Boeing. Trump and Xi met again overnight. The Supreme Court is allowing the abortion drug mifepristone to be sent to women by mail. On Thursday, the court extended a stay on an earlier ruling by an appeals court that required women to get the drug through in-person visits as opposed to telehealth. The ruling preserves the right to access the drug by mail as the case plays out in the lower court. The case originated when the state of Louisiana sued the FDA over a move that allowed mail orders of mifepristone. Justice Alito dissented from the decision, saying it is a runaround the court's decision in Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health. Protests are breaking out in Havana after Cuba has run out of fuel. Cuba's energy minister told state media on Wednesday that the country has run out of crude oil and diesel and has no reserves, putting the national grid in a critical state. Cuba gets most of its oil from Venezuela, but the U.S. has been blocking its fuel shipments since it captured Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro in January. The shortage has reportedly triggered blackouts. Reuters says hundreds of protesters crowded the streets of Havana last night, calling for the lights to be turned back on. The U.S. State Department says it will provide aid to Cuba in exchange for meaningful reforms. And a growing minority of adults say that religion is gaining influence in American life, and more than half say they have a positive view of religion. Those are the results of a new Pew Research study. The selection of people saying it is gaining influence is the largest number of respondents since 2002. Many of the respondents break along party lines, with Republicans more likely to have a favorable view of religion and government than Democrats. And that is the news this morning. I'm Matthew Handley. Back we go now to Toledo. Here's Ron, Dave, and Pat.